And hello, everyone. What an amazing opportunity we have today. We are here with Dr. Yehiel Harari, an author and a speaker who wrote 11 books. We are going to ask him today a very fundamental question. And it's a question that I even wrote a book about it. It's called World of Illusion, Mindset of the Sages. Great book. Thank you so much. And it's really
great book.
Trying to sharpen that idea of the perception of reality. What is reality? Where is the creator in this reality? How are we part of this reality? And how it's all connected into the oneness of God. You know, it's simple to say there is only one reality. He is one. And there is nothing but God. But really, let's elaborate more. Dr. Yehiel Harari.
It's a huge question, and first of all, the book is great. I love it very much. It's easy to read. It's very understandable, and it's very deep, and you know, it's recommended. But the question is so important. You know, this is the major question that all the Kabbalistic sages are dealing with. The Yehiel Harari, the Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, the author of the Tanya, and the founder of the Chabad movement. They are all asking the same question. How can it be that we are living in a separate world? Everything is separate. You know, you have your phone, you have your computer, you have things, you are dealing with things. You are separate. You do not feel really, you can feel connected, but it's not like an inner connection. I want to be connected to my wife, but there is my wife and there is me. So how could it be that we are living in a world of separations and still there is unity in this world? And it's the unity of godliness that's creating everything in the moment. And you know, the first thing that we have to understand that everything is about our mindset. Our mindset, the way that we look at things, the way we understand, interpret things. This is the work, this is the job of the media, to help us understand and interpret whatever we see. And the one that controls your glasses, the point of view in which you see reality and in which you understand reality, he is the one that controls your life. And everyone is fighting to get a hold, like to be the one that in charge on your glasses, that to be the one that will interpret what you are going through. Because everyone have interest, economic interest, political interest, other interest, power interest. They want something from you. And if you will be able to see the world in a gender point of view, in an economical point of view, as Marx wanted us to see, in a religious point of view, you will belong to me in a way, and you will help me to get my interest. So the most important thing is to be independent in the way you see reality, in the way you see yourself. That's like introduction. What is reality? That, you know, when you have appeal to my emotions, you do not respect me. Why? Because my emotions are not the place that I choose. I choose in my mind. I want to contemplate, and I have to understand things. And the more we understand, the more we can contemplate, the more each one of us is independent in his point of view. He can get hold. He can be the chief. He is the boss of his life. And the most important thing is to get hold and to be the boss of his life. And after saying that, let's get into the major question that you raised.
Is this world is an illusion? Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, continue. 2 points of view.
In everything. Yeah, it's great. It's great. This world, in a way, it's an illusion, but it's not a total illusion. That means that we can get deep into it and find the reality, the real truth in this world. It's like there is a shield, a klipa, something that is external, that is illusion. But if you will penetrate into the world, into everything that is happening, you will find the truth in it, and that it is not illusion. This is the real truth. What do I mean to say? There are two ways we can separate all mindsets, all different perspectives of reality to two different categories. One that everything is separate. When everything is separate, I'm looking to see what is my interest in everything that I'm doing. What do I get out of it? When I hear about something that happened in Italy or in Turkey or whatever, the first question that I ask, maybe I know someone there, maybe how it is connected to me, maybe, everything that I see, my glasses, my mindset is about separation. And about separation is me in the middle. What do I get from this world, from this reality? In this point of view, everything is like illusion because you don't really see the reality. You see what you get out of reality. You see only things that are connected to your interest. It's very hard for you to get out of yourself and to see the inner dimensions of reality. And there is a different one, a different category. The second category is about unity. And whenever we found unity in reality, real unity, and in order to see real unity, you have to take yourself aside and not to be in the center, because when you're in the center, there could not be unity because it's all about me. So whenever you can get those classes that help you find unity in this life, doesn't matter unity in our emotions, in the way we see things, in the way we understand things. Well, whenever somebody says something clever, and a lot of people listen to this clever thing, they become one. So whenever you find unity, that means that reality is not illusion. Why? Because you found now, in this special moment, you found godliness in this moment. And when you find godliness in this moment, it's like God appeared in the dynamic of what we are doing, what we are listening. So two kinds of mindsets, two kinds of perceptions of reality. One is about separation and about me being in the middle, and the other one is about unity. And both of them appear in our mind in the same time, and they are struggling like in us. And the major work is to transform ourselves from the one point of view, the one of separation, to the unity.
Tanya talks a lot about,
it's very hard because it's all about
the nefesh behemit, the animal soul, and how the animal soul is distracting us. It's creating not only a separation, almost putting our godly soul in exile. So my question to you is this: when the mindset that you are talking about, it has to do with the idea that I'm not only removing myself from the center, but how can I say it? It's just like so deep and profound. But what I'm trying to say, and the question that I have is that when we really reach the point that we are able to remove ourselves from the center and connect to our godly soul, bring that godly soul back to dominate our life, you mean that the world is not an illusion anymore. So the only thing that makes this world an illusion, it's pretty much the animal soul, is the sense of self. It's the sense of self. So if we remove that animal soul, then we are experiencing godliness. That means that we are removing the illusion, pretty much. We are entering the real.
And I have a great example for you, maybe a hard one, but a good one, I think, to help to get this high idea down, the high and profound idea. I have a cousin, is almost 40, and but last year he was, I don't know if announced or he has been told that he had the disease, and it's very hard one, and it's not easy. It's going through very hard, treatment, and we hope for, we pray, we believe, we want. And a few months ago, I sent him a text message and I asked him, can I come to visit you? And he said, no, I don't come. And about a month ago, I sent another text and asked, a month or two, something like that, and asked, maybe I can come now. And he said, okay, you can come if, and we spoke about mindset. And there are two major mindsets in Judaism. One about, and I think we spoke about a little bit about that, wealth consciousness, and the other one is poverty consciousness. The wealth consciousness is that you have everything that you need. You are in your place. You cannot think about, oh, I deserve. You are not a victim of this reality. When you have wealth consciousness, in Hebrew, it's like Todat Shefa. It's like I'm influencing. I have something to bring to the world. It doesn't matter if I have left yet 20 years to live, 40, 50, 100, doesn't matter, because what's the difference between 40 and 20 years or 1 year if you're not using this year to do what you need to and to find unity in this world? So my cousin told me, if you're coming to visit me, don't come with poverty consciousness. Don't come like you're gonna die. Is poverty consciousness when you come?
Yeah, no, this is
that's it.
Yeah,
something like that. That's it. And I don't want to live like that. Even if I have 1 minute more to live, I don't want to live like that. I want to live like this is the best moment that I'm living in. And I walked with my wife, and she said something. She said something very odd. It will be very odd for our audience to listen to that. She said, when my time will come, I will live peacefully in a way. Because I know it's not the end. I'm just moving from one place to another. It's like a transformation. So it's like a mindset that this world has external point of view, external, happening, things that we need money. Somebody before he died, right. Steve Jobs said that. If you are doing something, think like if tomorrow you will die. Are you ready are you ready to say, this is my last day? I gave everything in this day. I'm like, am I doing the thing that I really want to do? And if you are saying, and if you do not agree with this, if you say, no, I want to do something else, go do this something else. And it's not only about go doing something else. It's about feeling that you are in your place and you are not a victim and you have everything in your reality in order to discover your inner powers and to do what you need. And it's about mostly finding unity in life. Finding unity, it's like the thing that makes couples one is unity. In a way, in a minute, they can fight, they can separate, but if they can find, here and there, we'll say here and there, those moments of unity, this is all. This is the high thing that you can get out of marriage, out of relationships. So what we're saying that this mindset, it's like if you find this unity, doesn't matter if you have 1 day or reality is you don't know. Let me rephrase it. To my cousin, there are 2 ways to see life. One way is by separation out of why it happened to me. I'm a victim. This is all about separation. Why? Because I'm not. There is no order in reality. I'm just seeing the external thing, and in the external point of view, it's a misery. It's very hard because you have 3 small children, and it's very hard to say. It's very hard. It's a challenge in the middle of life. But if you have the other mindset, the other perception of reality, you say to yourself, no, it's not tragedy. It's like I can find in this external from, I'm struggling, right? It's not easy, but I can find something very, very intrinsic, very deep, very profound about reality. And I'm connected to this thing. And if I have to transport myself out of here, I will transport. It's like, it's very hard to illuminate on those ideas. But whenever you find unity in life, that's the real reality. Whenever you find separation, it's like it's illusion. Why? Because unity reveals godliness in reality. That's what we said. That's like I try to repeat. And my cousin revealed reality in his point of view, and it's the best thing that you could get. And if you just last sentence, and if you reveal all and soft, like the infinite light of the creator in this creation,
beautiful.
So become
first of all, I want to wish your cousin refuah shlema and speedy recovery, and maybe hear great news from him. the thing is this, that, and I also write about it in the back of the book.
Thanks.
That the idea that, for example, we are using Wi-Fi. And Wi-Fi is not the only new wave. I mean, it started with radio wave, TV wave, infrared. There is so much going on around us that we cannot see with our physical body. And the Creator created us in a way that it's very limited. I mean, we are literally blind. We're blind, we're deaf. We can't even hear. Like, there is sounds that we can't hear. We know that there is other animals, other species that could hear way better and can see way better than us. And they can still even not really see or hear. So how is that? How is the idea that we are limited in our five senses makes this world a reality if we find unity in it?
Think about the Creator. What makes him the Creator? Not the fact that he's infinite. Being infinite, it's a great thing. We cannot catch something infinite. What makes him the Creator is that he is infinite and is he can be mugbal, like being limited in a way. And the fact that he's limited and unlimited in the same time, that's what makes him the Creator. This combination between being limited and being, in the small details, and being unlimited, infinite, this what makes him the Creator. So when you think about it like that, the whole idea of this creation is to create something limited in order to reveal the light of infinite in it. And if you see only the limitation, it's like illusion, because it's not the real truth, because he is the one that is infinite, creating now the limitation. He is the limitation. When you have limitation, it's only about yourself. Sometimes we have limitations in understanding things. And when you want to break through limitations, we need limitations. Without limitations, we cannot, you cannot understand things. You must have limitations in the way, in your schedule, in the way you do things. But here and there, you need to break through those boundaries. Without breaking through those boundaries, you will always stay in your limitations. So we need limitations. Limitations are part of the creation and part of the Creator. But by breaking through the limitations and then putting again limitations, then we find that the word, it's a word of infinite combined with a finite word. So there is real godliness in it. So it's like illusion. It's like, if you would say the word is illusion, why you needed a word of illusion? You wanted a real word that will look like illusion, that you will be able to find the real word in it. But the real word is the word of endlessness.
Right. So basically you're saying the Creator created limitation
word,
so we can discover infinity in that limitation. Because otherwise we wouldn't even understand it. Right. We wouldn't understand what is infinite if we wouldn't understand what something limited is. But, when I really think about it, when we close our eyes and we use our imagination, that feels like almost infinite. I mean, even dream world, when you have a vivid dream and you could fly from country to country and you're not limited by space, time, and motion, that kind of gives us a little bit glimpse of the infinite reality that we are living in.
When we're talking about redemption, how it will be, and our sages wants to, to give you a bit of a picture how it will be in the good days and the best days that a man can think about, how it will be in the future. What is a futuristic point of view, futuristic mindset? So they are saying that they are talking about people that they have no anxiety and no stress, and they do not envy in one each other, and they sit all day and they see things like they are. They see like the real truth of life, and they are like enjoying seeing, what is inside the shell, what is real life all about. And we have a glimpse of it. The whole idea of living a glimpse of redemption in our daily life. And we're having a glimpse of it when you are struggling and you have stress and you have anxiety and you are, have a lot of things that catch your mind and you are, you don't know where. And a glimpse of it, it's like tasting, oh, I know how to deal with that. I'm in my place. I know, I caught it. That's why when we're saying living in the moment, being existential, living in the moment, it's a bit of living in the future, in the good future, in the redemption future. It's like when I'm living in the moment, I'm saying, okay, I'm not bothered by the past. I'm not bothered by the future. I'm really catching the real reality because me and the reality are being one. My mother says that like the infinite, God, the creator, as the combination of Yodea, Yadua, Amada. He's the one that knows things. He is the knowledge itself, and he is the thing that he knows about. It's like, think about, there are three things. You know that there is traffic in LA, and you are the one that know about the traffic, and there is the traffic, and there is the knowledge, and there is you, and there is the knowledge about the traffic. And God is all the three things in the same time. And when you are living in the moment, you are being able to be in the present. That means that you are having a glimpse of how the creator is. Because now when I'm all with you, there is me and you and the thing that we are talking about, like one thing. And when it all become one, you find unity in this moment. That's why when you have anxiety and you let your thoughts run to all kinds of places, like what will happen if, and you are bothered with things, you are not living the present. And that means that you cannot find unity in the present because you are now living in the future. Or it's not really the future. It's living in the thoughts that running without you controlling them. And get us back to what we started with. We started with controlling my thoughts, and my mindset is the most important thing, because only by controlling my thoughts and navigate them and not letting them run away, I can control my mindset and be one with the present. And when I be one with the present, only then I can see that life illusion only when I let them be illusion. It's like it created illusion,
exactly.
In order that you will discover
life
infinite
is
in it.
Some kind of an illusion, but it's God's illusion for us to find infinite. But it's not an illusion in the sense that we are, hallucinating or, God forbid, living, like psychedelic drugs. Like you get into people that do it, they get into hallucinations and think, but this is not what we mean when we say world of illusion. We mean that, it's,
before the Authur Rabbi passed away,
right?
Before the Authur Rabbi passed away, the Authur Rabbi is the founder of Chabad, and the Baal HaTanya, he said, I do not see there was a wood there in his room. I do not see the wood. I see the words of the Creator, the letters of the Creator that creating the words in this moment. Like everything, according to Jewish, it's a bit like the Matrix. According to the Jewish Kabbalistic point of view, everything is being created right now through the words, through the letters of the Creator. And it's like there are words that holding everything in this moment. It's like whoever saw the Matrix can really the real difference between the Matrix and the Kabbalistic point of view is that the words, the Creator behind the scenes, behind the blue, the blue pill, everything is good, and the nature of the Creator is to do good things and to help, and it's like the inside of reality, the real reality. It's not that everything is bad and people are fighting and separate. The opposite is the truth. Like the old series, right, or the Matrix is upside down. The real truth is that the inner reality, it's a beautiful one. It's full of love and passion and connecting and believing in ourselves and in this creation.
We're going to create something. Right. We have to have the mindset that we are working with the Creator, and the Creator is with us, is going to help us. And if, God forbid, we did not succeed, it's not us. The Creator didn't succeed. And obviously, the Creator wants us to succeed, and He will come and help us with whatever it is that we want to do. We just have to go ahead and do it and connect. Sure.
Well, I must, before we finish, just one last thing. I just read something, I'll say by out, something from the Admon Piaseczna, Rabbi Kalonimus Kalami Shapira. He was in Warsaw, how do you say it? Warsaw, Ghetto. After the uprisal, and there are 500,000 Jews in the Warsaw Ghetto. About 450 were eliminated, killed, murdered in 1 month and a half in the transport to Treblinka. And he wrote something in Purim, just few weeks before the transport to Treblinka. And he said really what you said in this moment. Purim, it's like, think about it. You're in Warsaw, there is nothing to eat. People are dying everywhere. I don't want even to repeat what the real reality of Warsaw was. And he said, even though we have the obligation to be happy, why we have the obligation to be happy in this unbelievable reality? Because it's not the real reality, and we have the option to change it by changing our point of view, by really asking for it. It's all in our hands. So it's like unbelievable, because he's there in the worst place that you can think about it, and he says, no, this is not the real reality. And I thought about a little bit about the maybe you saw the movie Life is Beautiful. In Hebrew, it's Achaim Yefim of Roberto Benigni. When he and his son are in the ghetto, and they are playing, and it's all about a game for his child. It's something like that. It's really something like that. So it's very hard, but when you are suffering, you have one of two options. It's not like running away it's not escapism. It's not like running away of reality. It's like finding the real reality. And the real reality, according to the Tanya, is the reality that the Creator is creating every moment for you. Even though you are suffering now, maybe suffering, you will find, you'll find endless meaning when you'll get deep into it. But usually, most of us are not in the Warsaw Ghetto. Most of us are, having a beautiful life. We are in the best period of humanity ever, but still we are thinking that everything is against us, and we are suffering, and we have to change our mindset and to find unity in it in order to find the truth and love and passion and connection.
Absolutely.
And brotherhood in this reality.
Warriors of good, light warriors, and just go out there and hopefully, light up the world and help a lot of people reach the right consciousness, so they could uplift themselves and free their godly soul, their godly spark from exile. And together, when we're going to reach a critical mass of people with that same consciousness, God willing, we are going to bring the real.
My mother said you don't need to reach amount of people. It's enough that one person maybe will do that. Everything is waiting for you. Maybe you are the one that you will do, you'll change your mindset, and you are the one that you will change the course of reality.
That's why each person is really, really important and precious.
That's it.
Thank you so much.
That's it. That's what. Sorry. Each thought of us, everything that we're doing is important. Thank you so much, my brother, my friend. Again, World of Illusion, a great book.
You can just Google it.
Amazon, right?
Yeah, you know what? Good idea. Great idea.
Link,
and by the way,
video.
Please follow Dr. Yehiel Harari's English YouTube channel. If you speak Hebrew, it has a Hebrew one. It's at Itbonenut. If you speak English, it's at Jewish Psychology 1. If I remember correctly, a wonderful book. You have one book translated to English that you could read, Winning Every Moment. Looking forward for our next meeting, Dr. Yehiel Harari. Thank you so much for your time. Much love. Bye-bye.